Here's a question for those who believe that the Earth is flat and believe that satellites are not real or something else like balloon or ground station or towers. So the question is, where are the TV broadcast devices? There's many ways that you can answer that question, but since flat earthers have a history of failure in research, so I'm going to help them a little bit. So first observation, all TV dishes north of the equator are pointed in a southerly direction, and all TV dishes south of the equator are pointed in a northerly direction. So the conclusion is the TV transmitter devices are placed on or above the equator. Second observation, all TV dishes once installed and get signal will continue to function until the dish angles are tampered with, even by the slightest amount. So the conclusion from that is that TV transmitter devices are in a fixed position. And notice I'm saying devices, I'm not saying satellite, I'm not presupposing anything. So we have two observations and two conclusions, and from those we can have more to conclude. So in brief, we can conclude the X, Y, Z of these devices. So the first thing, the direction of the TV transmitter device. You can get this from the dish receiver direction of your TV dish. That's the azimuth. Second, the altitude of the TV transmitter device by solving the distance to the equator and the elevation angle of the dish. And I know this could be a little bit overwhelming. I'll show a diagram. Number 3, the distance to the TV transmitter device. That's the distance from the location of the dish to the point on the equator where your dish is pointing to. So here's the first concept, because there's two concepts. Directly receiving from the transmitter, and as you see here on the right side, this is the TV dish of your home, and it has elevation angle. We know this elevation angle, and it has a distance from your location to the equator. So by solving this triangle, we can get the altitude of that device, be it a tower, balloon, or satellite in stationary orbit. So the second concept is receiving indirectly from the ionosphere, like the transmitter station is on the equator and transmits the broadcasts upward towards the ionosphere, and then it reflects back to your location. So this will be exactly like the previous one, except that this layer, we can conclude it from this, and it would be half of the altitude concluded from this one. Well, whatever you want to do with this information, solve it. Tell me, how high are those devices, or how high is that ionosphere layer? If the science is telling us wrong information, but I don't believe that there's any contradiction about the ionosphere layer altitude. So if you have any doubts regarding this slide, especially the first observation, bring me your source that refute it. I have my sources that confirms this. I don't have to go to Australia to make sure of this. I know it's true. And thank you.